As you can tell by the title, in this video, we're going to talk about how to recognize a trauma bond. It is essential to know these 8 signs to gain clarity in your relationship with a narcissist, because the sooner you do this is the sooner you're going to get out and the narcissist is going to inflict less cruelty and damage in your life. It's normal to feel some type of confusion in a relationship when you're trying to figure out if it's going to work with this person long term. You're trying to figure out if your values match. You're trying to figure out if your lifestyles match. You're trying to figure out if your personalities match. But the type of confusion you want to look out for that you see in trauma bonds is more confusion about your intentions. It's like when you did something and, you ordered a pizza and they said that you did that because you hate them, because you know that they hate pizza, and you're questioning, did I really do that because I hated them and I'm a bad person for ordering a pizza? Things that you know that you didn't do wrong, but you're questioning your intentions. Sign number 2 is you never know their intentions. So in a healthy relationship, you get to know someone and you start to learn how you know that they'll react. But with a narcissist, every interaction is a gamble. You could ask them to pick up some milk, and you don't know if they'll happily pick up the milk or they'll lash out at you. You have no idea because they don't want you to feel safe or secure, so they are calculating their behavior so that you feel absolutely unsure, absolutely unsteady, even more and more unsteady and insecure and unsafe and confused. If you start to be able to predict their behavior, you see that they're always happy to pick up the milk, they will change their behavior and lash out at you when you ask them to pick up the milk. Things like that. So start to keep track. Every time I ask them for help with studying, they are unpredictable. Sometimes they're happy to help me, and sometimes they lash out and ask me why I'm so demanding, or check if they're being consistent. A feeling of fear before you have to ask them something is also a sign that they have unpredictable reactions. And this is all about getting to know ourselves also, and how we want to be treated, how we deserve to be treated. Which is to say, no one deserves to have to feel fear just to ask simple questions, just to get their basic human needs met in a relationship, like buying milk or just going about your normal day. We missed those signs when we were getting into the trauma bond, and that's in the past, but now it's time to welcome those feelings like fear and any other feelings we're having, and just be curious about them and not push them away and completely acknowledge them. Sign number 3, sometimes it feels like the perfect relationship. Yep, this is a sign that you might be in a trauma bond. Not by itself, you don't just feel like it's a perfect relationship all the time. That wouldn't be a trauma bond, but combined with other things, with these other signs, if you do feel like it's a perfect relationship, then that is part of the trauma bond, because without that, you wouldn't stay in the trauma bond. There has to be these times in the relationship where you feel like it's absolutely perfect. It's everything you want for the rest of your life. It's perfect. This differs from it being good and it being really fun and happy. No. What I'm talking about is it feeling like just really perfect and just amazing. These high points are part of the trauma bonding cycle, making you believe that if you just try harder, if you just stick in there, you will get to this place where you have this perfect relationship long term. Sign number 4 is that they try to fix things. Now, this is kind of like the sign of it feeling like it's the perfect relationship. You have to realize that combined with the other things, if they are trying to fix things, that is part of the trauma bond. If they have empathy for you and seem like genuinely they care, that is part of the trauma bond. Narcissists make it seem like they genuinely care, like a real, genuine, empathetic person, and we are not stupid, you are not stupid, and We need to stop saying, but they're putting in a ton of effort to make things better. They're saying they're sorry. They're putting in a genuine effort of seeing my side of things and trying to make it right. No, we need to start saying part of a trauma bond is that it seems like they're putting in a genuine effort. It seems like they're trying to fix things genuinely. These are master manipulators, so they are very good at making it look exactly like genuine empathy and caring and trying to fix the relationship, but it's not. And we need to stop hanging on to the fact that maybe because they are trying to fix things and they have a genuine effort and they really care, maybe it's not a trauma bond. No, maybe it is a trauma bond because they're putting in a genuine effort, yet we're questioning truth and reality. We're questioning what we actually see happening. We're questioning, we have complete confusion, chronic confusion all the time, 24/7. These things combined show that it's a trauma bond. Sign number 5 is you want to break up, but the thought of losing them feels unbearable. In a normal relationship, it's going to be painful to break up. It's going to be really difficult, but you're able to see our values don't align here and here, or they want to break up. Their values don't seem to align with mine, so they're breaking up with me, whatever it is, but you're able to accept it and know that it's going to be really hard, but you're going to get through it. For a trauma bond, it feels like it's going to be unbearable and you might not make it through in a very real way. So check if you have this feeling like it's gonna be unbearable to break up with them, to disconnect with them if they're a friend or a person, not a relationship, and see, does it feel like I'm not going to be able to survive without them? Because that is really their manipulation and making you think that you can't survive without them, that you don't have the tools to live your best life without them, which you do. And healing is knowing that you do have the tools to thrive, to live an amazing life without them. Of course you do. Sign number 6 is you don't trust yourself. Classic example is you catch them cheating, you find the texts, you find whatever it is that is proof of them cheating, you see them with the person, and yet still you don't believe that they are cheating after they tell you that they were not cheating, even though you saw it with your eyes. You don't trust yourself. You trust them more than you trust yourself. If they say whatever they say, you'll go with it. Check if this is happening. Start to write down first what your reaction is, what your belief is. Then when you encounter them, see if you have changed your belief and if you go with what they say and if you trust them more than yourself. Sign number 7 is you feel humiliated. You feel like you should have seen this sooner. You feel like you shouldn't have gotten into this situation. You feel humiliated because they cheated on you. You just feel humiliated. Keep track of this feeling of humiliation. In a normal relationship that gets difficult, that gets to a point of are we going to break up or not, you should not feel humiliated. You shouldn't feel fooled or tricked or humiliated. This is a sign that they're messing with your self-esteem. They're messing with your sense of self, making you feel terrible about yourself, humiliated just to be you, which is definitely not the case, is a huge sign of a trauma bond. And how they keep you stuck in the relationship is this making you feel like at your lowest lows and your highest highs. Sign number 8 is that half of your friends and family like them, maybe love them, half of your friends and family don't. Narcissists are going to show a split in people's impressions of them, although they also are notorious for having a great, charming first impression. So just because some people in your life, some of your close friends, love them, don't overthink it. If you see some people in your life are really upset about it, really don't like them for their personality, given that this person in your life doesn't like them for the wrong reasons, take it as a sign. Take note of it. So look out for these 8 signs and remember that it is difficult to spot out a trauma bond. Otherwise, they wouldn't exist, right? If we knew how badly we were getting treated, we would run away immediately, but we don't because of the nature of a trauma bond. We feel like they are our lifeline. They are making our life amazing, making our life wonderful, better than it's ever been, better than it will ever be. And yet also they're tearing us down, taking us under. If you're struggling with this, you're not alone and you're not crazy for feeling stuck. In fact, you are just a normal person. This has been created, the confusion, the stuckness has been created by them manipulating you.